Hello, 7th graders. This is a video lesson on lesson 112 in your math. So I hope things are going well. They seem to be going very well, I would say, for the overall class. So let's look at lesson 112, evaluations with sign numbers and sign numbers without parentheses. We have practiced evaluating expressions such as x minus xy minus y by using positive numbers. And so in this lesson here, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to use negative numbers for x and y. So let's get right into example 1, and let's write the expression up here on the board. So x minus xy minus y. Okay, so x is a negative 2. So I'm going to put a negative 2 there, and then just be very careful and don't confuse, just bring that negative sign down like that, and don't confuse that negative sign with that one there, right? And so y is a negative 3, and then again, this sign here is this sign right there. Okay, so we have it all set up, and so let's just go through this and let's evaluate, let's see what we come up with. And so what we want to work towards is we want a series of numbers with positive or negative signs, right? And the right sign in front of them, obviously. And so this negative 2 is by itself, and so I just write down a negative 2. Now right in here, I have a negative 3 times a negative 2, which gives us a positive 6. But how many negative signs do I have? Well, let's just write that down. Let's just take it step by step. And so I have a positive 6 there, but remember I have to bring this guy down so I don't lose that, okay? And then the 3 over here is positive because I have 1, 2 negative signs in front of it. That is an even number of negative signs, and so the 3 is positive. And so I have negative 2. How many negative signs do I have in front of the 6? I have 1. That's an odd number, and so the 6 now becomes negative, and I have a positive 3. Okay, let's add my negative signs, or my negative numbers. And so I have a 2 and a 6, which is a negative 8, and a positive 3. And so the signs are different, so I subtract and take the sign of the larger absolute value, and so my answer for this first example is negative 5. Okay, let's go on with sign numbers. That's the only example they give there for this first section. I wish they would do a little bit more, but just make sure you keep your negative signs straight that are already given to you in the expression. Don't confuse that with the negative signs of the numbers, okay? That's the important thing. Let's go on to the next section, sign numbers without parentheses. Sign numbers are often written without parentheses to simplify an expression such as negative 3, positive 4, negative 5, minus 2, right? Then, if you want to, you can insert mental parentheses. All I would do here is I would take my negative sign, my negative numbers, and add them up. So I have 3, 5, which is 8, and 2 is 10. So I have a negative 10 and a positive 4. The signs are different, so I subtract, and it gets the sign of the larger absolute value, and I have a negative 6. Let's look at example 2. Positive 3 minus 4 plus 2 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1. Okay, so let's combine our negative signs and negative numbers. And so I have a 4 and a 1, so it's a negative 5, and a 3 and a 2, which is a positive 5, and so this is equal to 0. Let's go to example 3. Negative 2 plus 3 minus 2 minus 2 plus 4. Multiply times plus 4. Okay. All right, taking it step by step. So I have a negative 2, that just comes down, and then I multiply these two numbers, which gives me 6, and it's going to be negative because I have one negative sign in front, and so I have a negative 6. And then I have 4 times 2, which is 8, and then I have, it's a negative 8 because I have one negative sign, which is odd. And so all my numbers are negative, and so I simply add them up. 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 8 is 16, and I have a negative 16. Again, I'll be posting the answers to the practice problems in an email. And just glancing over this lesson here. Number 14. Number 14A. Use a bar over the repetent. You'll have a repeating digit. Remember how to do that. And then for B, you'll have a mixed number and a percent sign. So A, you'll have a decimal with a bar over the repetent, which is the repeating digit, and B, you have a mixed number with a percent sign. I think that's it. And so again, always let me know if you have questions, and good luck in the lesson, and we'll check in with you later.